We currently live in a digital age where there's a lot of opportunities for employment that doesn't actually require you to leave your home. Because of all those opportunities out there, it's not really surprising that you do have like some nurses and even some pre-nursing or some nursing students then asking the question, can a nurse find a job working from home? So in this video, I'm actually going to talk about just that because I went through and did some digging of my own. Hey, this is Thomas from NurseMoneyTalk.com, where I help nursing students become nurses and nurses excel in their nurse career and nurse life. As I've already kind of mentioned in the intro, let's talk a little bit about just can nurses actually find employment working from home? And I'm not just talking about, there are obviously jobs that you can get work from home jobs. Obviously those are there, but just like jobs that actually require the expertise of a nurse. Real quick though, before I get to that, I want to go ahead and invite you to hit that thumbs up button if you, at the end, you find this video helpful. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. And also, if any of these jobs I'm about to mention interests you, you can go to nursemoneytalk.com/jobs to take a look at some of whatever positions available in your area. As you probably have already guessed, yep, there are definitely like opportunities for jobs that nurses can get working from home. I will make a separate video, which you'll see that at the end, where I'll go through these jobs in more details, but I'll just list out the jobs in this video. So I've discovered, case management, nurses can find case management jobs at home. You're looking at freelance writing, which that in and of itself is kind of interesting, but more details on that in the next video. Triaging by phone. There's some call center nursing jobs. There's some others as well. I just wanted to mention those that, there seems to be some, definitely some opportunities for nurses to work from home. I think one of the things though I did see is that while I think there are definitely some opportunities for nurses to work from home, I think the lion's share of the job, just from what I've been able to research and see, and if somebody has anything different that they know for sure, post it in the comments. But from what I've seen, it looks like the lion's share of jobs for nurses are, especially like the really good paying ones, are probably going to end up being, in the hospitals, the facilities, and whatnot. So work from home nursing jobs. And as I kind of think about it, there are really some pros and cons of working from home. So if you work from home, it gives you, depending on the job, because I think at times when people think work from home, I have all this flexibility and whatnot, that's not necessarily the case. It really just depends on the job, because there are some jobs where you still have to keep a certain time. But generally speaking, I do think the hallmark of a work from home job, you're looking at a little bit of flexibility. Depending on what you're doing, maybe you don't have to even, you don't have to get out of pajamas. You can leisurely get breakfast, do whatever. I think it is important to mention that there are some cons to that as well, especially when you're looking at the fact that it can be harder, I feel, to celebrate work-life balance potentially. Your home, depending on what you've been doing, like if you've just been, clocking in, doing hourly, then when you got home, that was kind of like your non-work zone. You can just chill, not think about work. And now when you're at your house, it's kind of like, that's where you also work at as well. I think it can be, for those who aren't very good at being task driven or kind of like self-motivating, that can be a little bit hard when you're just kind of there by yourself. And, there's something to be said for having coworkers or bosses or whoever to keep you accountable. And the last thing I want to mention is that there is also something to be said for not having interactions, not necessarily patient interactions, but even which those can be good as well, but even just having that coworker interaction as well. So, I mean, that's, if you're an introvert at heart, that might not really bother you so much. But if you're not an introvert at heart, then, I mean, I do think that's something to kind of keep in mind as well. So that's pretty much all I have for this video. In the next video that you'll see show up over here to my left, you are gonna see one of those videos will be me going through and talking about in more details, some of these jobs that you can get working from home as a nurse. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will catch you very soon in that next video.